Welcome on back, everybody, from those commercials. I hope they showed you the one with the bunny, because turns out there's actually an alternate surprise ending that only 1 out of 500 people get to see. Yeah, Twitch is that awesome. Actually, I have no idea what you got. Oh, let's see. What are we doing? Oh, we've got a video game for you. Video game coming up with this match. And guess what? Our GM for this match is the prestigious Tristan. Tristan, come join us. Thank you, Almeida, by the way, for those bits, and for those who have gifted subs. Mucho appreciated. Yeah. Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, it's good to see ya.
It's good to be here. And I guess to see you too.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Tristan, we have a game from you today.
Yeah, so I tried to decide what I wanted to see today, and I decided I wanted to see a classic game showcasing a swordsman adventurer that yells every time he attacks, going on a journey to defeat a supernatural bad guy to get a long-lost treasure.
So, Monkey Island.
No.
I'm pretty sure he yells every time he attacks.
Could be.
Okay, so not Monkey Island. What do we have? I wonder if anybody's gonna guess.
We have Captain Silver.
Captain Silver, and you chose the arcade one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a soft spot in my heart for, what is it, the NES version, personally, but I'm also weird. So, you know, you never really can trust my opinion. The arcade one, though, Kowal became a speedrunner for this game, and I think it has a certain type of charm, especially in the beginning. People are going to think, you know, start saying, why is this on Ku5ogrande? Why is this a bad game? But you'll learn. Yeah.
Yeah. So after Big Bad Game-a-thon in 2018, we did a thing where everyone on the BBG staff had to play through one of the games in the marathon as voted on by the viewers. And I got given this. I've beaten this, regrettably.
Regrettably, I love this game. I love it. I love playing it.
It's fun to watch. I do not want to play it again.
But yeah, apparently you woke up this morning and were like, oh, today's a Captain Silver day.
Yeah, so I made this list of like 7 games last night, and I tested them all. It's like, all right, let me refresh my memory on all these just in case there's vetoes. And I got that all set up, and I went to bed, and I woke up today, and I'm like, I want to make people play Captain Silver, so I threw the list out.
As long as you saved it somewhere for, you know, a rainy day, that'd be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have done that more times than I could tell you. Mm-hmm. That I've just been like, no, I hate all the plans that I came up with. We're doing this instead. That's my life, okay? My life is...
There is an 8-minute speed run of this game. Yeah, and that's not happening here.
No, like, how much of the game do you think we'll see?
I think, so I've given the racers the right and the permission to credit feed for this, because it took me about 2 hours to beat this with infinite credits, and there's a second loop beyond that. So I don't think we're going to see a completion. I believe we will see late deserted island, or not deserted, I guess, the tropical island. I think we'll see late stage of that, but I don't think we'll see a completion.
Aha. Well, yeah, I think I would agree with you. Honestly, some of these levels are gonna be a tiny bit of a wall. Just a teeny little baby wall, okay? Scary to think about baby walls. I'm not gonna think about that now.
This game has a really, really bad R-type syndrome where as long as you have like the super sword power up, you're fine. But as soon as you die, you are hecked.
Oh yeah, I love that about this game. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are just about ready, everybody. I do want to remind y'all that we have submissions for Don't Make Us Bored, our show that happens on Tuesdays. Quarantine and I get to sit there, watch a show, and essentially hope that we don't get bored. And if you do make us bored, we gong you out. But essentially, as long as you manage to keep us entertained, then we'll go ahead and keep you on. Also, Big Bad Gameathon is accepting submissions. Yeah, are you big and bad? It's a bad game marathon, essentially. We also have a good game block, which is kind of funny.
It's weird / silly block, you know, you gotta have that. And since we're already all bad games, our silly block has to be good games, I guess. Good but weird. But yeah, we would love to see submissions for that. I believe, oh, there is a link that was posted in chat. Submissions are open the entire month of July. If you think your game may even fit a little bit, go ahead and submit it. We can vet as appropriate.
Oh yeah, essentially, as long as very few games have we rejected just because it wasn't stereotypically bad. Simply put, the worst thing that you can do is be mediocre. But did my thing just freeze? Are you here, Tristan?
No, I'm not.
Oh. I don't know what happened. I thought that the stream might have crashed for a little bit, but no, we're here. We're here. Yeah, weird is great, bad is great, boring is bad.
Yeah, pretty much. Spring God did report that he may be having streaming issues, but you know how it goes, internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm checking right now with the competitors to see if they are ready for the stream. Okay, everybody, you need to get everything ready at this point. Why is there... This is weird, because OBS is showing that there's constantly full volume coming from the game, but I don't think there is.
You sound fine. That may just be like... Sometimes things do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's fine. If there's a lot of sound... Okay, let me mute this. Okay. Is there background sound that you're hearing, chat? Is there anything loud coming through? Like right now, because there should be 0 audio right now. Okay, no. Okay. Well...
Yeah, I don't hear anything wrong with your audio, but I also do weird things with my stuff.
Okay, they are ready. Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. I'll do some adjustments as time goes on.
It's definitely no worse than Adventure Island for the CPC, where you had that constant thumping sound. So
everybody, get all of your pirate emotes and spam. Spam. Okay, we need pirates. We need yeah. If you have any yeah. Yeah. What else?
I mean, pirates, swords, a boat or two, maybe a witch, a lot of death.
Yeah. As soon as I see movement in the first stage, by the way, I will be starting our timer.
We're going to see death in about, I don't know, the first 20, 30 seconds probably. Because you move right here and then bad things start happening almost right away.
Oh, yeah.
You got these purple Cheshire cats. And there we go. There's our first death.
Yeah, it's one-hit kill.
Yes. It's one-hit kill with checkpoints. I did let the racers credit feed to their heart's content because I want to see more than the first level of this, frankly. I think last time we showcased this on Ku5ogrande, there was a credit limit. and a couple of people got impressively far, but I don't like seeing the first level over and over again, you know?
Agreed. And honestly, I think that's probably the best way to go when it comes to a lot of the harder arcade games, especially if you have a chance of dying 1 million billion trillion times, because this game is death.
Yes, this game is definitely death. This is the easy part. It gets completely intolerable later on, and I hope we get far enough to see the true heck.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
Also, for some reason, this is a pirate game, and you have this witch on a broom here on Sprint God's screen. Yeah, that's fine.
Look, witches and pirates are from the same mythos. It's called Earth's mythos. We had witches and pirates in our history. It's fine.
I will give you that, but that's an extremely low bar. So a couple of people are talking about the Captain Silver on the bottom of the screen. If you spell the entire thing out, you get an extra life, but a lot of the letters are just not part of the words, and those just give you points. Also, okay. Here's the Piper of Hamelin, I guess. He's out.
Yeah, he's very pink in this game. That was on Time Wanderer's screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, the cat just jumped down and killed Sprint God. That's unfortunate.
That's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat just really loves to murder people.
Sprint God is waiting for these bats to come down to him, and that's a mistake, because if you don't jump up there and kill them before they detach from the ceiling, they shoot at you. And killed by a fountain.
That fountain is particularly deadly, though.
That fountain has, like, acid as its water, except not the spouts. The spouts are fine, you can stand on them, but if you touch the actual water, you die.
Yeah, would you trust fountain water in, like, the 1800s?
No.
I wouldn't. No.
I wouldn't trust fountain water in 2020, let's be honest.
Yeah, good point. Oh my gosh. Well, we have a full hour of this beautiful game to go, and I love this game because every level is fairly different from every other level, but they still have such a level of difficulty.
Yes, indeed. There's 3 major areas that are divided up into kind of 2 sub-areas each, kind of, sort of. There's this, then you end up on a boat, and then you end up on an island. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a lot. It's really a lot.
Now, for everybody wondering, all of the players here have 20 points. That means that nobody is getting eliminated due to this game. At the same time, I would be pretty surprised. I don't know. I think that we're going to see at least one loop clear, is what I'd say. So. But, you know, they are going to struggle. We already see a lot of struggling here. You know, and whoever comes in last is going to have a much harder time making it into the bracket. Still possible, but they want to do well so that for their final match in the group stage, they can relax.
Indeed. You know, I came into this, I looked at the point total for the racers, and I thought to myself, it's a 20-point match, no one's going to get eliminated, but really I felt like I had even more of a responsibility to make sure this was the game pick was like fair and not prone to RNG, because even though no one's going to get eliminated, this match is so important for where you go into round 4.
Yep.
And it impacts everyone, instead of it just being like, well, you know, 2 people are going to get eliminated, it doesn't matter what position they come in. Well, no, it matters for everyone here.
It certainly does. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, Sprint God has picked up a power-up for his sword. This is kind of a showcase of why not dying is important. This is a power-up that makes him fire in 5 different directions every time he swings, and there's another level of power above this. It just kind of covers the entire screen in waves of damage. And if you try to do this boat segment without a projectile, you are in for a bad time.
You'll be here a while.
Yeah, Spring God has really kind of lucked out at reaching here with a projectile, because these birds come in at just the perfect angle to not really be hittable with your sword.
Now, if Spring God messes up, then... Oh, I don't think Spring God is going to, but, you know, if he did, then we would be seeing this for probably a good at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, Spring God has a very large lead right now, having gotten here with a projectile, and it looks like Lightyear is lining up to have a similar
but
good
the witch
run at this particular stage.
Oh my gosh, the thing is, the projectile makes this part doable. If you lose the projectiles, it actually might be worth just resetting and giving the first level another shot.
I would say it is, because it doesn't take you very long to get here once you know what you're doing.
Oh no, Lightyear died by fish!
Oh no.
Yeah, so you're
go.
gonna see the experience, okay? This is the Captain Silver experience. Ooh, Spring God just lost all the power-ups too.
This is the content. It probably took me a good 15 minutes to get past this, because I did not reset when that witch. The witch takes multiple hits.
Yep.
So when she swoops in on you, if she's not one hit from death already, you're gonna die.
Oh yeah, you certainly will. By the way, this game actually has some creators coming back from a game that we had yesterday by Data East. In fact, the person who made the music for this made the music for Mother 3. Yeah, I'm trying... What Data East game did we have yesterday?
Oh, I don't remember. That was a whole day ago. Time has lost all meaning for me.
Yeah.
Bad Dudes, yeah.
Bad Dudes, yeah. The person who did music for Bad Dudes did the music for this.
So we have 3 racers all on the boat without a projectile. Sprint God just blew past this because he had the 5-way shot.
Well, I mean, Pauline has a baby projectile, but that's not gonna matter.
Nope, that doesn't help. Nope. So, resetting at this point would not be a terrible idea, and that
Pauline
is an option on the table.
is doing it. Oh no, Pauline actually did continue. Yeah, the evil thing, you played a mind game. Let me tell you the mind game that you played. You allowed them infinite credits, but it's better for them to not have infinite credits on this part. Because
it's better for them to be aware that resetting is a viable option, and it should only take them 2 minutes to get back here now that they know how the rest of the game goes, yes.
So bad. Oh, Tristan, you're so bad. Oh, you know, then again, I'm trying to think. There was one gauntlet state that I gave one time. It was from a Tintin game. I listed the controls, and specifically for one area, what did I do?
It was the bird. It was the condor, and you told them how to jump.
I told them how to jump, which is essentially just an insta-death button. It's so good.
Pauline takes a fish to the face. That's not a good time.
Not a good time at all.
Spring God, meanwhile, is having trouble at the beginning of the pirate stage because he lost his power-ups. So he's in the same content. He just managed to get 1 stage forward before engaging in it.
You can duck under the birds? Like, Pauline has found a pretty good location to fight.
Professor Ness likes how I was able to discern what you were talking about based on just what you said. And I specifically remember you laughing about that gauntlet state. Because it was also in the Ku5ogrande 3 highlight reel, which I actually went back and watched recently because I felt like watching it.
Yeah, that was a good state. Good times. I love the gauntlet. It's so much fun.
The gauntlet presents a very unique opportunity for very deep level strategy in a blind race that you don't often get to see. With most of these, it's just you do your best, right? And if it's good enough, you win, and if it's not, you don't. But the gauntlet actually has strategy to it.
Yeah, I mean, like, thinking what you're going to tackle first, thinking how long are you going to allow yourself to spend on different states, figuring out what is your feeling. Yeah, it's fun.
I had this really wild fever dream of an idea that would never work in Ku5ogrande, but I kind of still want to do it, where you set up all of the gauntlet states ahead of time and then do a ban and draft phase with them.
Ooh. That would be interesting.
Yeah, but
hey, Pauline is on to the next stage. Pauline managed to do it.
Pauline has found the secret hidden longsword here, so Pauline now has a sword roughly the size of God.
Wow, you can spank somebody from a mile. I mean, or slash them. That's also doable. I'm sorry, it's less a sword, more a giant whatever.
I mean,
just wave it around.
The flat of a sword actually makes for a really effective spanking device.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on.
You're the one who brought us here.
Poor children.
Yes.
So this is Ku5ogrande, the bad video game tournament. I am specifically talking about this so we don't talk about that anymore.
But yeah, having found like the hidden power up, that may be very helpful.
Yeah. Woo.
This just happens when I GM. I don't know why Bersentia puts up with me.
Nah, it's fine. Hey, Time Wanderer is the one who's falling behind a little bit at this point. There's still plenty of time in this match. I'd say none of the places are remotely solid.
Oh, absolutely not. This will not be solidified until like very late match.
Pauline getting a game over, big deal. She knows where the giant sword of doom is. I'm calling it that, Tristan. The giant sword of doom, not the spanking sword. I think I'm gonna call it the spanking sword from now on, though. I think I have to.
I think, yeah, just like any sword that's longer than the character, it probably has to be called that now.
Like, do you really think you're gonna chop anybody in half with a sword that big? It's gonna be so heavy.
Well, okay, so there are swords that big, and they were mainly used in a giant vertical down slash, and then you're just done for the rest of the fight.
Yeah, and obviously he's not doing that, okay? He's like, see?
Yeah, that point is more like hitting someone with a steel 2x4.
Yeah. Swords generally aren't intended to cut a person in half. I know, exactly. Well, I mean, some of them are.
Yes. Sprint God is bemoaning the hitboxes. That is something I haven't really mentioned yet, is that when you attack, you swing your arm forward and you kind of do a, I don't remember the fencing term, but the lunge forward to do the thrust. Your character does that for part of the swing. When you do that, your hitbox actually moves forward about an entire character width.
By the way, I love the animation when you swing the sword, especially the spanking sword, while climbing. It's amazing. Yeah. No! Like, somehow they made Jack, or wait, is your name Jack?
I think it's Captain Jack, yeah.
Captain Jack, yeah. They made Captain Jack the most waifu voice ever, okay? That's what he's got.
Well, I mean, this was made in like 1982. Your audio quality was not exactly, you know, wonderful.
Yeah, so they got the voice actress for Athena to do this?
I mean, sure. Woo! Look, I'm just saying, based on the resolution of the sprite, you don't really know for sure what our protagonist is trying to present as anyway, so yeah, let's just let it, it's fine.
I mean, or they got Michael Jackson.
No.
Especially with that, okay? Woo! Oh my gosh, you know, Michael Jackson as a pirate in a movie would have probably made the best movie ever. You're going down, Captain Silver. Whoo!
Oh my.
Oh.
See, here, I was just thinking, you know, not Michael Jackson, I was just thinking, to be perfectly honest, like, ideal girlfriend material for me would just be, like, steampunk / pirate punk, femme-leaning, non-binary in an outfit like this, but, you know, I guess it could be Michael Jackson, too.
Yeah, I totally dig pirate garb. Yeah. Pirate garb, it's good stuff. I would never dress like a pirate, obviously. I'm not pirate shaped. I'm very much more bowling shaped.
I was about to say pirate Garby could be cute, but anyway.
Ooh, pirate Garby.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the southern / pirate accent would be the best. Sorry, Tristan, I'm getting really excited. I want to hear Garby talk like a pirate now.
So
next time you're on. Next time you're on, please.
To answer a question in chat, the goal is 2 loops. After you beat the game the first time, you get a second loop that is slightly differently colored in all of the sprites and is harder. So we're doing 2 loops. We got Pauline on the boss, who is just... Oh wow, Pauline has like immediately found like the strat too.
Oh yeah, the cheese spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, whenever you have a chance in a blind race to fight something and not make it a fair fight, take it. It doesn't matter if it takes a little bit more time, as long as the timer doesn't run out. Take the time and kill the boss. Pauline's gonna move into first here, I think.
Yep. This is pretty good. This is a very safe spot that, there we go. Boss down. So we're gonna head into the island here on Pauline's screen, which, because this is a Data East game, is kind of full of slightly racist caricatures of
racism. We never see that here.
Yeah. But we got a boat ride first, and Pauline does not have a power-up, so...
Bad games, having terrible stereotypes, what's the world come to?
Yeah. It's like, you know, the usual disclaimer of this was made in like 1982, 83. It wasn't right then, but people didn't call it out, and it's definitely not right now.
Yep. I fully believe in showing these to modern day audiences because, yeah, it's helpful to remember how terrible people were. Yeah, thank you, Nightbot, for reminding me of that quote. I don't remember what game Elf is, but yeah, it definitely wasn't the most PC game out there.
No. I was watching someone go through the itch.io bundle the other night, and just... I really wish the standard stereotypes for, like, elves and orcs stopped.
Oh, no. Let's make a new stereotype. The Brosentia character. Okay. What would he have? No.
Okay, is it the protagonist in Wolf Quest then?
Well, that's a wolf.
That drowns puppies.
You know, it's also questionable if it's a protagonist.
True enough.
I mean, are animals ever really protagonists?
Well, yeah.
No, they okay, never mind then.
I love Okami.
Yeah. Okay, I yell at people. That's a good stereotype for me. Yelling. Probably also... Oh, yeah, here we go, Sprint God.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not the most unimpressive thing I've ever seen in this vein, but it's not good.
To come out of Japan, this was actually pretty not terrible. I gotta be honest, like, based off of the time frame when this came out, this was probably one of the kinder depictions that you could have had.
Yeah, and it's still not good.
Yeah, still not good. But, oh, no, I'm thinking about, like, half of the other games that you've given out, Tristan. Okay, as soon as any of the characters look anime at all, you can guarantee that it is going to be racist in some way or another. I know.
See, that
I know.
kind of also feels like a stereotype, though. It's a complicated matter, and some thought about it is a good thing to have once in a while.
Oh,
I think we'll just leave it at that.
Well, no, I love bringing it up. I think that, honestly, a lot of people, you know, don't think that... Especially in Utah, we just don't talk about these issues, okay?
Yeah,
it's one of those things that you don't mention. And so being able to talk about it, sort of laugh at how terrible the 80s were, I think it's healthy. I think it's refreshing.
Yeah, that's my take on it. Also, from a mechanics perspective, these enemies suck. They have just a slightly longer range than you, unless you have the giant sword or a projectile, and have a shorter... well, they don't have a shorter frame window to have their attack come out, really, but they take multiple hits to kill and will get you if you just go in and start swinging. So I don't remember how I took care of them without a projectile. I think it was jump and jump out, basically.
That would be a little bit difficult. People are asking, how would this be not racist? How about you don't have natives attacking the character? You could... like,
yeah, the
you have
problem
birds
here is
trying to
that
kill him. Yeah.
Every time you present a island native or Polynesian tribe, it's always the same spear, grass skirt, not very civilized, and hates everybody, and is, you know, it's the same thing every time. Always aggressive. That's why it's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, Monkey Island at least did it a little bit different. You know, you think about it, all of the cannibals are actually vegans. Yeah, and they eat fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you see, they changed it. That's the thing. If you're going to have some sort of stereotype, put a spin on it, and, you know, that allows people to do a little bit more thinking. Now, I wouldn't recommend using this stereotype pretty much ever these days, but, you know, if you do use any type of stereotype, put a spin on it. There you go. Also, there's a difference between stereotypes and racism, is what I'd say. You know, obviously pirates have a stereotype, but this making them always evil and expendable, that is where it crosses the line between stereotypes and racism, is what I would say.
Also, someone was saying, well, what about all the pirate stereotypes? And don't get me started on how wrong our understanding of pirates and privateers is, because that is also a lot to unpack. Also, pirates aren't a race. Although they're, at least in the way that we show it in media right now, they're pretty dang white, not gonna lie. Yep. Meanwhile, so Spring God has gotten to the island, which is the final area here in the first loop. This is divided into two areas. There's kind of a horizontal traversal across the beach of the island, and then you start climbing a mountain. Right here at the beginning of the swamp is where things get pretty... Oh, this part's good. Yeah, Spring God trying to figure out what to do. Chop that tree down. Oh, baby, here we go. Yeah, this is like the only place where you interact with like the background, and then you have to chop the tree down. It took me a little bit to figure out what you had to do here. In the defense of the game, the tree is slightly differently paletted because it's a sprite, so I probably should have noticed that faster, but it took me a little bit. These plants are not great. So you would think they infinitely respawn because of how they attack, but there's really like 3 of them, and after you kill all 3 of them, they'll go away. Yeah. It just takes a little bit. So
yeah, and honestly, your time is pretty forgiving. Yeah, you have about like 5 minutes, I believe, on the timer, 6 minutes, something like that. You've got plenty of time.
Well, you especially have plenty of time here because I gave them, I didn't limit their credit count.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that checkpoints can be a bit of a setback, but yeah, Sprint God, going back to the beginning here. Death by crab? Oh no, it wasn't even a giant crab, it was just a normal guy.
Just a normal crab. Yeah, this stage is really long though, so we'll see how people do. I mainly expected to see everyone get here and then get stuck at different places, and we'll see if that turns out to be true. Lightyear is trying to figure out how to progress here, and it's that tree needs. There we go. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Pauline says yikes. I can approve. Honestly, the island is so incredibly difficult. Time Wanderer is having a bit of a struggle getting there.
I think it's more in reference to the characters here. But either way, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yikes.
that too. Yep, I approve of you, Pauline. See, we had this discussion, and Pauline is totally getting it as well. Yeah. Thank you, chat, for correcting me right after that discussion and telling me that the yikes isn't due to the difficulty. This is what happens in my mind. I get distracted by one thing, and suddenly what we were talking about is just gone. Absolutely gone.
I'm in the same boat. I get focused on one racer who's doing something interesting, and then I just forget everything I was talking about.
Don't name... Well, Glitchwitch, you can name a dwarf if you want. It's fine. Pauline, collecting some of the power-ups, definitely worth it if you have the points. By the way, it costs points to get power-ups, so points are actually useful.
Yeah, that's right. Those shops can give you weapon power-ups. They can give you temporary invincibility. Pretty important stuff there. But it's rare that you have the money to really just get what you need. Except, Pauline's done really well and has a lot of scores, so... Yeah, the music on this level ain't so great either.
Yeah, other levels have better music. And I actually like the music from the NES version a lot more. But that's my opinion.
Have good music here.
Yeah. I don't know. I love this version, but I'm very fond of the NES version because, mostly because of the climbing animation. It's just one sprite horizontally flipped. Back and forth. It's so good.
Which, I mean, that works.
Yeah, but it looks super derpy. It's like as bad as the 90s GIFs that were all over the internet, okay? Think of the worst just horizontally flipped GIFs that you saw there. That's what this was.
Yeah. That kind of style's making a comeback, too.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Look, irony is fantastic. Do it. Bring in more crappy animations. I want shorter games with crappier art that I can play in a short amount of time. And by short, I mean like 5 hours or less. Actually, 1 hour or less is completely fine as well. Just give me those bite-sized games that aren't going to take me, like, July.
Well, did you buy the itch.io racial justice bundle? Because there's a lot of that.
Oh yeah, and I've been checking it out. I love that bundle, okay?
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of what people have done because they're the bite-sized games. Itch.io is bite-sized games. Mobile games don't count because most of them are really crap.
Most of them want your money, constantly.
Yeah. basically, if they're free, they...
Oh no, Sprint God! So Sprint God was trying to line the turtle cycles up, and it's not great, let me tell you. But eventually the turtle you're riding on just gives up and sinks into the water.
Yeah, Sprint God typed in chat, okay, that is not cool, turtle. Yeah, he's a jerk. He is a total patootie.
I need to go through all of the light novels and VNs in the bundle, because I hear they're pretty good.
I wonder if I know any of the writers for those.
Probably.
I wonder if any of them are in chat right now.
Not gonna call anyone out. I will let them own that one.
Well, yeah, I know Xandra. Wait, Xandra, you had bucks in the bundle. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Justin is making fun of me.
Wait, what? Who's making fun of you?
Justin.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Oh, never mind. He's making fun of The Price is Right. It's basically the same. I am the living embodiment of The Price is Right. And it turns out, y'all guessed wrong, so you have to play Captain Silver.
Are you the corporate price without going over?
Yeah. Yeah, it turned out the price was 0, so it's literally impossible for you to guess it right. Too bad, y'all lose!
That sounds like a Brosentia spec Price is Right game. Yeah, alright, y'all guess the price, you can't go below 1, but the price is actually 0, so heck all you. Right, so Spring God's back to the turtles. We'll see how it goes this time. So the trick here is you have to wait for these to line up, but if you miss the one opportunity to jump, they just sink into the water and you die.
Oh no! Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, there's fish.
Yeah. Yeah, this part is bad. Hey! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh no!
Oh, Spring God, arrow to the heart. My heart's broken.
We're gonna be here for a while, friends. Just settle in and get comfy. It probably took me from the point where I reached the island to finishing the first loop like an hour and a half. But I'm kind of not good at games like this, so.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Sorry, literally all I'm doing is quoting this game right now. It's got the best quotes, like, yeah. It's even better than Xena, okay? Because Xena says a lot, but... Yeah, that's basically it. Hey.
Unfortunately, you don't get to kick pirates in the crotch in this game.
I mean, you could if you wanted. Like, you could mod it so that you can kick them in the crotch. That would be cool.
I suppose you would, like, if you sprite modded the sword, it would be one heck of a long leg. No, they're not at level 1. They're in the final island area. Yeah, level 1 is like the town. We're a little bit past that. Yeah,
the town was pretty dang good though. Like, this follows a very general version of essentially Long John Silver, the Muppet Treasure Island. Yeah, follows that.
Something interesting of note, especially against the piranhas here, when you look at the way that the sword slashes out, you would think either an entire 45-degree angle chunk of the corner of your hitbox is a hurt box from the sword, or you would think only directly in front of you is a hurt box. But it's not, that's not really how it works. How it works is there's a 3-frame animation, and where the sword is the hurt box in each frame. So it's entirely possible for a fish to jump out and just weave between the frames and hit you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that happened to Sprint God just a moment ago.
I mean, I guess I'm not too surprised because this game is very janky.
Yeah.
Oh, Lightyear got past the turtles.
So
Pauline is on the turtles.
Yeah. So you'll have situations where it will look like an enemy just went right through your sword, but what really happened is the hitbox for it moves so fast that just the enemy was able to weave between the frames for it.
Pauline passed the turtles as well.
Yep, we're now into the mountain climb.
Yeah. Ooh, watch out, Panther. Lightyear just killed the Panther real quick. Good. Die, Panther. I mean, to be fair, out of all of the things that are trying to kill you in this game, Panther is probably the most realistic of them. Like, fish, there aren't too many fish jumping out of the water to murder people. It's just, it's more practical for them to eat smaller fish. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, what else? The birds? Yeah, plants just don't reach out like slinkies. Okay? That's not realistic.
I mean, they do, but over a very long time scale. Oh, so
actually,
Lightyear now has the strongest sword in the game.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, this sword is so good. However, we're gonna see a death really soon.
Yeah, so you really have to keep this to have an easy time here. And there's a jump coming up that I'm 100% sure we're gonna see a death the first time each racer gets to it.
Yeah, this part is incredibly dumb. By the way, we haven't really talked about platforming because most of this has been side-scrolling. How is platforming in this game? And how about jumping controls?
Platforming only really occurs here in the final, like, mountain climb. Yeah. And consists of these moving blocks and some blind, am I supposed to go down or right decisions, like where Lightyear is right now. He guessed correctly, though. It gets a lot worse later on, and really, this game loves to throw flying enemies at you after you've already committed to your jump.
Yep.
And as for the actual jump mechanics, it's pretty close to Castlevania-esque. You're committed once you hit the button, but you have a very small amount of air control.
So a little bit more like La Mulana, possibly.
Pretty close, yeah.
Okay.
There is no next after this sword. This is the strongest sword in the game, but as you can see, it covers about half the screen every time you slash. So it's pretty dang powerful.
Oh no! Lightyear! Like, you can't go back to the very beginning of the game, right? The mountain climb. There we go.
Yeah, the start of the mountain climb. This is the final checkpoint in the game, as I recall. So, this is gonna hurt. Yeah.
With that said, you told him to do 2 loops, right?
I did. I told them if you've beaten the game, start a second loop because it's harder, and you're able to tell the difference because right from the beginning, a lot of the enemies have color shifted sprites. Like the cats, for example, are blue instead of purple.
The blue Cheshire cat.
Yeah, and are harder. Like, from my experimentation, it looked to me like the second loop, just every time you spawn an enemy, 2 spawn instead.
Oh, that's not nice. I really like the Jaguars because they're so not scary in this game. It's like, as long as you whop them, you're gonna be fine. They take a long time to actually attack.
Yeah.
Oh, Pauline the bird got you! No! But luckily, Pauline has the new checkpoint, So that is going to be fine. Time Wanderer is definitely trailing behind everybody else, but still, everybody is so close that we could see places completely shift. Like Spring God could move into first right now.
Yeah, so the line to cross is the sword pickup here in this horizontal platforming section, I believe. I believe Lightyear fell right before that.
You're probably right, yeah.
It is very hard to pay attention to 4 racers at once, though, and I'm glad we have referees.
Yeah, who would have guessed, huh?
Yeah.
There we go, sword pickup for Sprint God. That may be a tiny bit of a lead for him.
Mm-hmm. And now we start moving upward.
Because, yeah. You know, I'm glad that...
Oh, no!
No, the bird! It's perfect. This game is perfect in every way.
So, yeah, it goes back to what I was saying about the hurt box on the sword changing as you slash. If you slash while jumping, you only do the diagonal 45-degree angle sword sprite. And if Spring God were able to slash forward, he would have been able to hit that bird and it would have been fine, but no, you were in the air. You don't get to stab forward.
Oh. Stab, 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 slice, slice, slice. Just... I'm glad that everything is weak to swords.
Well, I mean, most things are weak to sword.
Okay, good point. Yeah, I have nothing.
It's like if I were ever going to design an RPG, the elements in the Trinity would be sword element, mace element, and strongly worded argument element.
Oh no, which one am I weak against?
Probably all of them. Most of us are.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, Tristan. Doubting my abilities.
I mean, can you... I'm pretty sure you would be weak to at least sword and mace element. I don't know about strongly worded argument.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of dodging?
How do you dodge a strongly worded argument?
Well, you just leave the room.
You apparently engage in Twitter in any manner whatsoever.
Oh yeah. If you want to be strong against arguments, just stay off of Twitter. There you go.
Yeah, true.
Oh my gosh. 43 minutes in. I still think there's a good chance we can see a completion for the first loop. There's a really good chance.
Lightyear just killed the bird that took down Sprint God, so I'm gonna say that's likely a lead change.
I think a tiny bit of a lead change, yes. Now, where's the jump of dumbness coming?
It was the one where you suddenly... Oh, there's this, too. So, the cycles here can align in a way where you will never reach this horizontal block on Lightyear's screen. But he seems to have worked it out pretty well.
Okay, that's good.
Close, though. You saw how he kind of clipped onto the platform?
Yeah. Oh, I saw that. Watch out for the skellies, Lightyear, they're coming! Oh, good. They're dead.
Yeah, so we are now at the treasure portion of this treasure island, and it's guarded by skeletons. Ooh, spooky.
Oh no, people said the way that you're strong against arguments is to ask for a manager. And
oh, no.
I did that a week or two ago, okay? I did. I was like, I'm finally an adult. I finally grew up because I asked for a manager. But the girl at the desk was such a jerk, okay? Because...
the final boss, by the way. Oh, no. I should have said it.
Oh, there goes Lightyear.
No.
That was fast. No! The climb!
Back to the climb. Well, here we are.
This is a fun, well-balanced video game. It's arcade. They want your money.
Put another quarter in, dingus.
But it's only 1 life per quarter.
No, it's not. There's three.
It's only 3 lives per quarter.
You can change that. I chose not to.
Well, you can't change it on arcade.
Yeah, you can. There's a dip switch setting for it.
Well, yeah, like I'm gonna go to the arcade, open up their cabinet, change the dip switch to give myself more lives. No.
I've done that.
I think they'd yell at me.
Do it where they can't see you.
Well, good job, mister. Oh, I'm so stealthy, and I actually don't have a conscience, so I'd lie to them.
I absolutely don't have a conscience. Okay.
I love it. No, like, especially as a kid, basically, if there was anything, like, that you could do wrong, I avoided that as much as possible. I'm like, I have to be a good child. Mother, have I been good enough, Mother?
Okay, yes, don't actually pry a dip switch or a maintenance panel on an arcade machine open and flips dip switches at random.
Yeah, we do not encourage anybody to do that. But if they left it unlocked on accident, I also don't recommend it, you know?
At least know what you're flipping.
Yeah, just don't send me a video of it.
When you get caught, don't say bro sent you told you to do it.
Yeah, I told you not to do it. Actually, is it even illegal? Or is it just unethical? Or is it unethical?
It's not illegal, but the people running the arcade will tell you to get out, and if you don't get out, you're trespassing.
Well, okay.
I'm not a lawyer, by the way. Don't take anything I say as legal advice.
Oh yeah, don't flip the one that changes how much power goes into it, because that could be bad.
Amusing but bad, yes. See, I mean, we have a quote from you saying it's not illegal if it's not filmed. You're kind of sending mixed messages here.
If it is filmed, it's not illegal. But that was specifically for V8 juice or something. I don't know what game that was. If you film yourself drinking V8 juice, you're not going to jail, okay?
Lightyear just got hecked by the platform cycles.
Yeah. Well, the last part is such a difficult area, and then the boss, you know, he hits you once, you're dead, you're back to the beginning of this mountain area. It's so dumb.
Yeah, also, as far as like fall damage goes, no, but if the screen has stopped scrolling, you insta-die if you touch the bottom of it. So when you're heading down, you can actually just jump straight down all the way to the bottom platform, but you have a pretty decent chance of missing the bottom platform and ending up in the pit. While heading up, the screen scrolls up under you and just will never scroll back down again, and if you touch the bottom of it, you die, which is a problem because there's one of the vertical platforms can actually cycle in a way where it will go up, bring the screen up under you, and if you stay on it, it will start going down again and drag you into the death pit.
Also, oh my gosh, yeah. From the current discussion that we're having about dip switches, I would say that obviously if they're locked, do not open it. If there's a sign saying do not open it, do not open it. But if there isn't either of those, if it's unlocked and there are no signs saying that you can't,
you probably shouldn't anyway, but...
You probably shouldn't, but I think you could, like, maybe get away with it a little bit more. At the very least, I'd have the quarters on hand, so if anybody caught me, I could just give them all my quarters and then run.
Oh, I wouldn't put it on free play. I would just change the difficulty.
Actually, yeah, changing difficulty would probably be better. I would feel so guilty, though, as a kid if I did that. I think even as an adult, I would feel guilty. I'm such a wimp
Don't
in that
applaud your
regard.
local arcades, kids. That's the moral of the story here. They have enough trouble as it is, especially right now, with having to be closed everywhere.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Like, here's the deal. We don't have arcades here, Tristan. where I live. So, and I've never had an arcade local to me, so I never really had that chance. But honestly, yeah, arcades are suffering, and we don't want them to go out of business. Support your local arcade.
Absolutely.
And only flip the difficulty dip switches.
Yes, if it's not clear, a lot of this is just me being a smart aleck. I would not actually condone screwing around with an arcade machine that you don't own.
Actually, yeah, because even things that are labeled could possibly be labeled incorrectly.
Uh-huh.
Don't be a dummy! Pay that money! You can pay a mummy, too.
Well,
go fly to Egypt, just slip it into his mouth. Yeah. Get to play the arcade games.
so what have we had so far? We've had Lightyear got to the final boss. Have we seen the final boss from anyone else yet? I don't think so.
No.
We have about 9 minutes left. We still might see a first loop completion. Like, once you get to the boss, it takes a while, but it doesn't take 8 minutes, so we've still got a chance.
Yeah.
I am so over this music, though.
Yeah, honestly, this is the worst track of the game, and it's the one that you hear the longest. Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in this area that's BS, let's be honest here.
Yeah, I agree. But your giant sword that goes 1 mile long to spank the enemies, you know, that's not BS. That's the opposite of that.
So that black rectangle that someone's pointing out in chat is not on Pauline's stream. That is Brosentia's fault.
What? What the crap? It was over the... No, okay. Let me go ahead and explain. Because she has overlays, okay? She has overlays. And because of that... Okay, here's the deal. If you're going to have overlays on your stream, at least warn me, please. Because otherwise I'm...
have an overlay. It's just the game and this pink thing in the background.
No, there is an overlay. There's a button there that says activate drops, okay? If I hover over it and click...
the Twitch stuff.
Yeah, see? See? It's overlay. I'm not delusional. It's an overlay.
What is the boss doing on your screen?
How do I even get rid of this? Report extension? No, okay. Turned off the visibility. There. That might help.
Oh no, Lightyear ran out of time. Oh, that's not good.
You know why I'm blaming it on the overlay, everybody? Because it was the overlay.
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about now. That was a drop prompt that you get if you're watching a streamer in the Twitch interface that has drops enabled.
Yeah, well, I could have gotten a drop. Don't know what that means, but... Yeah, that's cool. We're close to the end of this match. Who is going to take the victory? Who is going to not? They're all going to move on from this match to the 4th round, but, you know, it's better to do it well now and be able to relax later.
Yeah, the timer, a couple of people in chat are saying they didn't realize there even was a timer until now. This is really the only time it matters, because you get through all of this really horrible cycle-based platforming and you get to the final boss and you run out of time.
Oh, yeah. Captain Silver has Twitch drops. Come on, give me the pirate booty. Come on, booty's good. Booty, everybody wants booty, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, at least of one kind or another.
Sure.
Yeah. You might be a booty, you all, but if you probably like money booty. Never mind. I'm never saying that again.
I give up. Why does this happen every time I GM? We just degrade into quotable everything like this.
I kind of like am getting a pretty strong headache, and I'm already delusional because of that. That's why. And then you come on and you start talking about spanking swords. And then you show that one game on the GDQ channel with the two kids who jump towards each other, and that's weird.
In my defense, I played through that entire game before deciding to use it, and just that one, I had mentally registered that every cutscene was the same, and then just that one is different, and I missed it. I don't know what happened, and I feel terrible about it.
I don't. I thought it was hilarious.
Okay.
What? It's a game for kids that, yeah, in the US is definitely not as okay, but it was made for kids. Spring God.
Oh boy.
Oh, watch out. He's going to suplex you. Oh, baby. You got the shoes. The shoes let you jump.
One time. So this is going to be scary.
Okay.
No, Spring God, move.
Oh, the shoes. Okay. Run. Long John Silver wants to suplex you. He learned how to wrestle while he was dead.
Absolutely accept being a bad influence on practically anyone. I actually kind of enjoy that.
Undead wrestling. It's going to be a hit. You know, I think that people would watch Undead Wrestling.
Oh yeah, he's timing out. We're going to have to go to hits on the final boss, unfortunately, which means we're going to have to check the VOD.
Time over! No!
No.
Captain Silver lives to tell the... Well, he's not alive. Never mind. His skeleton lives to tell the tale.
I don't think we're going to know who's going to win this one until we check the tapes. I'm sorry.
You're giving our refs work? Oh my gosh.
Okay, on the bad influence thing, I ended up saying something on, not Twitter, that I really liked the other day, and it's like, hey, sometimes a relationship is you, your girlfriend, and the supervillain your girlfriend dates on the side, and I want to be the supervillain. So I'll absolutely accept being a bad influence on people.
Okay. Good. Everybody, you can just blame Tristan for anything bad you ever do. Yeah, the cops question you, say, well, you better talk to Tristan, huh? Bad influence over there. Yeah, Cadus, by the way, is confirming that Lightyear is definitely ahead by several margins at this point, so that is good. I know that Cadus has brain. My brain's gone, okay? It's okay, I'm gonna be able to get through this next game, but oh, jeez.
I have that effect on people.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, blame Tristan! Blame Tristan for my brain! Yes! I don't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, we've got people who are out helping Cadus today, I believe.
Yeah, I am very appreciative of the referees for keeping an eye on things. That would have been, yeah.
Would have been what now?
That it would have been rough to figure that one out. We would have had to pour over some VODs for a while. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. I think that right now it appears that it's going to be Lightyear in first, Sprint got second, Pauline third, and Time Wanderer fourth, unless Time Wanderer can do something in these last 30 seconds, which it's relatively close.
Very intense.
I don't see tense anywhere.
Oh, there goes Time Wanderer. I think that's about it.
Oh, I think so. We are definitely going to have a tape review later, but everybody get ready because, oh, that was a really close time, but it wasn't quite there. Oh, geez, this is louder than I meant. Turned it down. Look, the reason is Pauline's audio is weird. It's fine.
I mean,
we dealt with it.
I may give you a little bit of heck every now and then, but I appreciate everything you do. You do a wonderful job at it. You don't have to defend every little hiccup. It's you are good at this.
I'm gonna defend. Oh no, Pauline! What did you name your game? Oh my gosh. Well,
I didn't see it.
Apparently, I don't need to defend against that because I blame Tristan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Lightyear is the victor today. Spring God second, third, and fourth. It's a little bit hard to say. Pauline appears to have taken third, but we are definitely going to be reviewing VODs. Yeah, how do you think they did, Tristan?
Pretty well. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I expected a wall at the mountain climb, and that's about what we saw. I had hoped to see a completion or two, but it took me several hours, like 2 to 3 hours to beat this. So I can't really fault anyone for not beating it in one.
Oh yeah, I honestly, it's still impressive to see what people can do. And I think in one race before we had somebody finish it in under an hour, but it's hard to say. It's been a little while, you know? Oh my gosh. I loved that match though, and I loved Captain Silver, and I loved the sword, and I loved the Yaz, and the whoo when he dies. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Tristan, I'm just waiting to see if Lightyear wants to join us.
Yeah, and it looks like we have a VOD review going on to finalize third and fourth. We are pretty certain in first and second. And it looks like Lightyear is hopping in.
Awesome. Lightyear, hello and congratulations. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Good job. Oh.
We'll give him a second here.
Yeah, we'll give you a sec.
Let me see what's going on in the referee huddle. Oh.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and
Nothing is going on yet.
Okay.
Oh, hello,
they're just huddling and they're like, hey.
Hello, Bersentia. Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
Hello, Lightyear. How you doing? Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and just do a little bit of a wind down. What did you think about the game?
Projectiles have the wonkiest hitboxes ever.
Okay, projectiles.
Explain more if I told you that when you attack, your hitbox moves forward an entire character width.
That would make a little bit more sense. I figured it moved a little bit forward when on those, because I think I fell off one of those small platforms just spamming attack, but I didn't think it went that far.
Yeah, it's a little bit ridiculous. Also, your hitbox for when you are dealing damage to enemies is based off of the sprite of your sword, which means that, you know, the fish, as they're jumping, if the sprite of the sword while swinging does not make contact with its sprite, too bad. It lives.
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a blind spot if something got too close to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's definitely, we saw a couple of times where a fish or a bird just appeared to go straight through the attack. It's like, no, that's not what happened, but I can definitely understand people believing that just because of how fast the sword moves.
Well, it makes sense if somebody is right up in your grill. Okay, do you think swinging a sword's gonna work? No, you gotta stab. You gotta, like, jab their neck, okay? If they're hugging you, you're not gonna get them by swinging your sword. Come on.
Exactly. I think that pirate at the start of the second stage was basically where I swear my sword went at least through him twice.
Yep, that happens.
Yep. Seriously, though, I was pretty surprised with how everybody did, especially with how they figured out some of the basic mechanics early on, and how important the sword upgrades were. Everybody was making sure that they got those as quickly as possible. Did you have to redo that first boat auto-scroller without the upgrades? I'm trying to remember if you did.
Yes, I think I died on the boat and took a few attempts to get through it.
Yeah, I was thinking about 5 minutes is what people would be spending on that, just because it becomes so incredibly difficult if you die once. With that said, like, you did so good. You know, only one other player made it to the boss, and you made it there significantly before that. You had some good fights. He's definitely a butt, but honestly, you're the best pirate.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Lightyear, what are you streaming these days? And if you're not streaming too much, are there games that you're playing that you're loving?
Yeah, I haven't started a new game yet on stream. I've been playing a little bit of about a couple RPGs. I've been playing through the Xenoblade Definitive now.
Ugh. I gotta try that. Yeah, Xenoblade. I played the second one, and actually I still need to go and finish it, but it's so good. And like, I don't really care to have waifu swords, but they're okay. They're okay. Do you have waifu swords in the first one?
No, unfortunately. At least it's not as far as I've gotten to.
Do you have any waifus?
You do, though. You definitely do.
Okay. So all of you who are fans of waifus, go and play that. Thank you so much, Lightyear. I really enjoyed this match. I had a blast. Thank you, Tristan, as well, for giving this out. I'll see both of you next time. Take care.
All right. See you.
See ya.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, have fun.
Oh, I will. Everybody, Ku5ogrande is the bad video game tournament. We get to come here and watch people play through some of the unexplainable games out there. Now, mind you, bad doesn't necessarily mean unenjoyable, although in many cases they can be, and I have a feeling that will be true with the next game. Not saying what it is, because I want to go to a short commercial. First, thank you to everybody who subbed, followed, who gifted subs, who dropped bits. You're the ones who are able to keep this stream live and going constantly. If you are able to, you're always welcome to help out that way. We do give out over $2,000 worth of prizes in general, so that is helpful. Okay, 60-second ad, and we will be right back. Oh my gosh! Seriously though, today is being a blast, everybody. I'm having a lot of fun despite the headache that I've got going on. It's been a good day. I'm relaxing a second as I try to actually get stuff captured, so I'm sorry that I'm not giving you attention, my subs. Sorry, I gotta do video game stuff.